Hello, how is it going? I hope you're doing very well because today I have something very important to share with you. I do know that whenever we present, we have one goal. We have this goal to make sure that our audience gets interested in our ideas, in what we would like to present. And very often we are not able to fully achieve that goal. This is why today let's concentrate on this very important question: how to draw our audience's attention throughout the whole presentation, how to make sure that they listen, that they are interested, and that they follow us. Let's take a look. The most important thing that we need to remember about is that whenever we are presenting, we cannot think about ourselves as the most important person in this room, right? Because then what happens is that we get disconnected from our audience. So here is a suggestion. Instead of thinking about yourself as the presenter, start thinking about yourself as the connector. You are not just presenting. In fact, you are connecting. You are connecting your audience with the ideas that you would like to share, with everything that you've gathered. Yeah, you've collected a lot of data, statistics, ideas, right? But they are not the most important. What is the most important is that you manage to connect those ideas with your audience. So this is tip number one. You're not a presenter, you're a connector. How to do it using English, different English expressions. Let me show you a couple of them. Right? You can connect with your audience, for example, by asking them to reflect upon something. Right? So take a look at the second phrase. Think about this for a second. How does this apply to your work? By asking a question like that, you are planting an idea in their minds. Okay, how does it relate to what I'm doing? How is it connected with my approach? Right? They are processing the information. If you're just presenting and you're overloading them with data, statistics, figures, nothing is happening. They get disconnected after the first 2 or 3 minutes. However, if you pause frequently throughout your presentation and you ask them questions, this is where magic happens, right? So this one is excellent. Another great way to connect with your audience is to say, before we continue, does anyone have any thoughts or questions on this? Right? So the first expression, right? So instantly, the focus is no longer on you, it's on them, right? And they are like, okay, so what's happening now? Do I have any questions? Is this something is there something I would like to discuss or ask about? They are part of the conversation. It's no longer a monologue, it's a dialogue, okay? Another one, let's pause here for a quick discussion. Nobody expects this to happen, right? Usually when we present, well, when we participate in this kind of meeting where somebody delivers a presentation, we expect to listen, right? And this is a problem. When we say, let's pause here for a quick discussion, you're instantly engaging your audience, right? Okay, you might also say, I'd love to hear your perspectives. What do you think? You're checking if they're actually listening to you, you're engaging them, you're connecting, yeah, with them. Okay, so take a look. This is tip number one. Think about yourself as a connector, not a presenter.